for being a woke professor.
No, you got fired for scamming your students out of $120,000.
No, 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 no.
She's not allowed on here, guys, and she's getting fired tomorrow, just so everybody knows. Great job.
Welcome back to Unfiltered. Today we're looking at attention-seeking TikTokers getting fired on the spot, starting with these airline employees disrespecting a customer after he arrived 30 minutes early to his flight.
30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. Check in.
And you're not getting on your flight. It's a Mayday flight. You didn't. And you think you're gonna check me in. I bet you we won't. Okay?
I paid for a ticket.
And you didn't pay $25 for an agent assistant and you check in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I
get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the $25.
And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my flight. And they're not letting me check.
Listen, we don't control that.
And you will never fly.
You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in, and you not in your personal space. This is not your personal space. This is my stationery. This is not your personal space. You work for a company. This is not your personal space.
We ain't gotta worry about it. We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're literally not doing your job for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
I told you to stop putting the camera on me, sir.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
I've already bought a ticket. I've literally already bought a ticket, and this is your reaction.
You guys will be happy to know that those two degenerates were fired immediately after that. Up next, these nurses were fired after posting a TikTok making fun of their patients.
News, these nurses next. Fired after posting a TikTok making fun of their patients at their OBGYN. So this person right here, she's the ringleader of this. It was actually on her TikTok account. She had all of her nurses pose around a picture and said, "Are patients allowed to leave you guys gifts?" To which then she posted pictures of her fellow nurses posing with what people are saying is bodily fluid from their patients on the sheet here at their OBGYN. And these are the gifts that they said that their patients are leaving them. We love our gifts so much, and they're making fun of the bodily fluid that these people ended up leaving on there because they're at a doctor's office. This woman here even stuck her tongue out and got her face right beside it. She said all shapes and sizes. And then you had all of them post together and say, make sure to leave your healthcare workers sweet gifts like these. And after that video went viral on TikTok, Sutter Health, who owned that doctor's office, actually made a post saying that the woman who owned the account has been fired and the other people that were posing have been put on administrative leave quickly after that. People went to their IG and figured out that Sutter Health was actually deleting comments when people were asking why they allowed their employees to post something like this.
Judging based off their attitudes, those are the last individuals that need to be working in a hospital helping people.
I got fired. I got fired, everybody, because I went and posted the manager's voice talking to me because she wanted to be rude. Yes, I am leaving. I'm leaving right now. But you see this lady, she wanted to fire me instead of talking to her manager about being disrespectful to people. No.
Considering she couldn't even spell quit correctly, I guarantee she's going to have a very hard time finding another job.
Can I live in peace for once in my life? I can't hang free. I can't freaking scream. I can't eat the rigatoni. What can I do? Stop the film.
Now she can have nothing but peace after she's been fired from her job. Next, the chef explains how she was fired after disrespecting the company.
For those that were asking what video was the video that got me fired, it was this one. I will play a little bit of a clip to see like what the video was about. It was just basically me showing my shift, like me prepping for my shift. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was honestly a good advertising video because who wouldn't want to see behind the scenes, right? But apparently other people's spotlight do bother other people. And then the rest of the video, I won't post it because it does show the establishment, so I'll just leaving that clip there. And then here's the information of when it was posted, how much engagement it got, and then I got fired 2 weeks after because it did take my video about a week and a half to blow up. So yeah, for those of you who are asking, here it is.
It shouldn't be hard for people to understand that most companies aren't willing to be a part of their employees' social media games.
I've never tried one of these before, so we're gonna be trying them today. These are some super jelly fruits. Sour surprise. Yeah, it's all trippy on the back. Whoa, that looks cool on camera. Yo, you're gonna be trying it today. So I'm guessing there's like 2 of each. So we have orange, strawberry, lime, pineapple. They gave us 1 grape one. This one. Ugh! Oh, that one's sour.
I can give you a spoiler alert on part 2, and it's that woman losing her job.
Going live at work. Please, somebody explain it to me, because I'm tired of seeing people on here get upset that they got fired because they were on TikTok during work hours. You go to work, so guess what? Work. You get paid to be there to work. I would fire you too. If it was my company and you're on live while you're supposed to be working, guess what? There's a door.
If you decide to turn your job into a personal filming location, you can't be surprised when they fire you for it.
So, I got fired. Yeah, my big 6-figure remote tech job, yeah, they canned me. And you guessed it, it was because of a TikTok. Yeah, last month I took a very quick video. I had forgotten to put my mug underneath my Keurig one morning, and so my coffee spilled all over the place. And I took a quick little snippet of the coffee everywhere. I turned it around my face. I said, I hit stop recording and I uploaded, and I did not use my big giant brain to think about the fact that in the background of that video, you could hear my chief product officer talking, because I was in a meeting.
It's absolutely wild to think she didn't come to the conclusion that filming every little thing that happened and posting it is going to be a problem.
A video that I made about me doing a DoorDash and people not tipping, and how I took one of their packs of waters because they didn't give me a tip at all, not even $1 tip. My DoorDash has been locked, so I had to appeal it, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to DoorDash again. But here's the thing. DoorDash is the only form of income that I have. I have no other income beside if I do a DoorDash here and there.
Well, ma'am, you should have honestly thought about that before you decided to steal someone's stuff they already paid for because they didn't tip you.
Because honestly, whoever typed out that statement reporting me to my job to get me suspended, I thank you, because I don't even think I'm gonna go back. It's like you just freed me from my own and you just pushed me to do what I need to do for my brand instead of working for the next man that don't care about me. So as much as I'm mad, I'm more mad that I had to come down here and they tried to sneak me. But luckily, you can't sneak me.
It seems like they did the company a favor instead of her, because she is very unprofessional and disrespectful.
Have your coworkers on social media, block them before they find you. I literally had to quit my job because someone at work found my TikTok and sent it to the boss. So I said bye and I quit. Imagine getting a call from your boss and your boss asking, like, are you making TikToks about work? Are you talking about coworkers on your TikTok? I got a call just like that. I literally almost started crying after I got the call because that was so embarrassing. Like, imagine your boss finding your TikTok and being like, yeah, you got to take that video down, this and that and this. You're just like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, you say that now, but you should have thought about that when you were actually posting them, because it was not embarrassing then.
His daughters didn't deserve to grow up without a dad. Well, they had a dad. I think they're actually better off without him.
The unbearable hours later.
I I got fired from my job today because someone publicly doxed me. And it was so bad.
That's exactly what she gets for being completely disrespectful and talking about other people's families like they don't even matter.
Here I am to work a 40-hour work week. I go get my check missing 10 hours. They like, oh, it's all right, we'll put it on your next week check. Who next week check? Boy, I will flood this. Boy, you got to find some type of way to pay me for you don't have no facility. I'll stay focused.
A bit of an update on her situation. She got fired from that video, has a pending lawsuit, and they still didn't even pay her.
Fired for being a woke professor.
No, you got fired for scamming your students out of $120,000. I'm going to let her tell you what she said she was doing, and then I'm going to show you the truth with receipts.
I designed a kick course to teach my 600 students about basic self-awareness, empathy, and essential communication skills for life, but I mean, basically being a good human.
Now, let me tell you what she actually did. She designed a college course that required you pay to join her patriarchy rebellion community for the low price of $99 a year. Remember, she has 600 students. Now, since she was teaching at a business school, you might think that the patriarchy rebellion community is about succeeding in business. It's about communicating well in business. Nah, according to her, it's a safe place to coordinate our efforts to burn everything to the ground. This is her saying this. Also, according to her, 100% of the membership fees are donated to Planned Parenthood. But here's something even funnier about that. Her web pages say different things that she was doing with the money. On her GoFundMe, it says she was using the funds to buy herself a Rebellion RV. Her website states that 100% of the membership fees are used for awareness, education, and activism for a bully-free future. And of course, we already saw the Facebook post where she says it's going to Planned Parenthood. And because she had been running this scam since 2022, she's raked in more than $120,000 in membership fees. All for a community that, as she said, is to coordinate our efforts to burn everything to the ground. So no, you didn't get fired for being a woke professor. You got fired because you were scamming your students out of $120K.
This is honestly the last woman that needs to be in a classroom teaching other people about how to be a better person.
The man's world. I'm the victim. Remember? You're doing nothing. I lost my job. That was my only way to make money.
The whole DoorDash situation is so ridiculous. When I first heard that she got essayed by a customer, I was like, holy, that could happen just by door dashing? I'm so sorry. If you don't know what happened, she's a door dasher that went to this guy's house delivering food. Then put the food down in front of the door. The door was apparently open. She looked inside and there was a dude naked on the couch passed out. But then she posted like 4 explanation videos, and in each video she flip-flopped through the details. In the original explanation video she posted, that TikTok took down, the door was a crack open and she had to push her way through to see the guy. Then in her most recent video, the door was all the way open and there was the guy. But let's just use her latest explanation for a frame of reference. In what way was that assault? In worst case scenario, that was indecent exposure. I'm sure you're shocked and scared that you saw that, which is completely reasonable. Any person would be. But why would you take out your phone, record it, and then post it all over the internet? You're feeling insanely victimized, and then you take out your phone and record it while the guy is obviously passed out on the couch in his own home. All you had to do was deliver the food and just leave it at the front door. Why would you peek inside of the house? Like, that just makes zero sense to me. Why look inside of the house to see if anybody's in there? Just leave the food and go. The best case scenario, if you didn't have to push the door open and he was there in your line of view, no matter what you did, that's the dude's fault. Ridiculous for a grown man to pass out on the couch in full view of an open door. But then to post that footage on the internet and then make 50 videos screaming SA about it.
That was absolutely despicable, and real women that are victims of that stuff absolutely despise people like that. Up next, this woman explains how she's lost 3 jobs in the past 4 months.
Part 2 of I've lost my 3rd job in the past 4 months. So I got fired today, and I was explaining that I lost it because of TikTok. But my thing is, they were saying that, like, oh, you posted these things about your job and, like, kind of, like, talking bad about my character, saying that I would talk trash about the company. And I'm like, I would never talk trash about the company on my social media platform. I would never talk trash about anyone. I tell situations that happen and ask if other people are going through it, because I feel like my platform is somewhere where I just want to communicate with people. And if they feel this way, like, awesome. Like, I talked about being lost in my job and feeling like I'm going to be 31. It has nothing to do about my job, but it's about, like, do I have passion here? Do I not? And I'm just trying to say, like, I'm feeling sad today. Like, has anyone ever felt this way? Again, not talking bad about the job. And they did say, they were like, we lost trust in you because you posted during the day and you were posting TikToks. And I'm like, yeah, so they let me go because I said I was talking bad about the company on my TikTok platform, which I would, again, never do. I love talking about like situations because it's so funny. We're all working right now and we're all just going through this crazy time where it's like, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Or like, oh my God, I messed up at work. Or, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Or, oh my God, training was so hard. Like, do you guys go through this? Da, da, da. That's all I'm saying is just life events and just trying to relate to people. And that's why I love TikTok is you can relate to people and you can tell like struggles and stuff like that. And I don't think that's something that you should get fired for.
Regardless of whether you think you should have got fired or not for it. The fact of the matter is, you did get fired because you did do something you weren't supposed to do.
You guys see this video of this substitute teacher being fired? So if you guys did not know, this substitute teacher was fired today. Now, the first couple of red flags I noticed was her calling herself one of the students or mentioning that she looks like a student. The second red flag was she was calling a student shorty. I'm sorry, what? Saying sheesh while the camera is on children. And then she accused children, minors, of trying to take her down. Now, we all know what take down really means. It is very concerning when an adult talks like that about children. And of course, in her recent video, she's taking zero accountability. Clearly not understanding why she was let go from her job. I just find it really odd that these days teachers are trying to impress the children with their looks instead of with their smarts. You can also be a cool teacher without being inappropriate.
In my personal opinion, I don't think school is about having cool teachers. It's about getting people that can actually teach the kids what is needed and will help them in life. Next is a story on an Apple engineer and how he got fired because of his daughter's TikTok.
Peak of the new iPhone comes at a big cost. An Apple engineer's daughter posted this video online, and because of it, her father no longer has a job.
I'm feeling good today. Brooke Amelia Peterson, a vlogger, and her dad, Apple engineer Ken Bauer,
my dad, the Apple man,
were in good spirits as they walked onto the Apple campus at Infinite Loop in Cupertino last week. Peterson records the check-in and badging process, and the family heads to the company cafeteria where, like a proud papa, Bauer tries out Apple Pay on his new iPhone X, a feature that he worked on. Did you get it?
I did.
Bauer then hands the phone over to his daughter, who tries out some of the new features. In the process, she apparently exposed some sensitive information in an email subject line when she pulled down the notifications. Peterson posted the video October 21st, and in 2 days, it became one of YouTube's top 10 trending videos, even beating out a clip from Ellen. Apple asked Peterson to remove the video, which she did. The company later fired Bauer, an engineer who had worked there for 4 years.
It's unfortunate that he lost his job because of his daughter, but he really should have been more strict on her recording products that weren't supposed to be recorded.
I like Chanel. I like the bag. Give me money. Give me. You can go ahead, clock out. You can clock out. You can get out my clock. I'm off.
They started acting like complete fools in the middle of the restaurant. What did they really think was going to happen? It's truly sad to see this generation of workers and how addicted to social media they truly are. I hate to say it, but she got exactly what she deserved if she was doing that in the middle of her shift. Up next, this woman decides to dress as Avatar cosplay in the middle of a workday.
Someone says, don't you have a job? Yes, but honestly, I forget. I just like keep my team status active and then I just do whatever I want and they never really notice or care. Someone's trying to join. I'm like wildly overpaid. I don't really know. Hi, Frank.
And just like that, she's now completely unemployed and still looking like a fool.
What are you doing here? Recording?
Yeah,
Good job. Video. You have a customer.
What I don't understand is why she ran to the back to hide, to make a video in the middle of her shift when there's customers that need help.
Come with me to do a security search on a...
So someone please
Just one person, anybody, tell me you would like me to do a story time on how I got fired for this video. Because I cannot believe I literally got fired for a TikTok. It's been like 2 years now, so I feel like I could talk about it. But let me tell you how depressed I was. Clock this tea. I was depressed. I didn't even want to talk about it, okay? But now, I love American Airlines, but you. And who wants a story time? Please, one person. Just one person. Comment, story time, please, and I'm gonna make it.
It's pretty obvious why you got fired, ma'am. You decided to record the security procedures of the airline without their consent and then post it on social media.
Apparently someone, I have a feeling I know who someone is, found my TikTok, and here's where I made the mistake. So the mistake was I made like a day in the life. It was a come to work with me. But here's the thing. You didn't know anything about the company. There's no secrets dropped, nothing like that. It was very simple. It was from my perspective, and it wasn't even like, here's how you do the job. It was, these are the events I have today. And I didn't even name drop the events that I went to, okay? There was nothing that you could figure out other than I said, I am blah, blah, blah. That was my mistake, and that I own up for, okay? That paired with my angry language content is not the ordeal of this company and does not fit our picture or our image. And if somebody that we knew or we were trying to work with were to find that video, it would be okay. Which, whatever. But I'm in the meeting with HR, and they say all that, and then they're like, okay, so you either take down your videos or
you would get fired, and let me guess, she refused to take down the videos, which resulted in her termination immediately.
Hey guys, friends. So I'm wearing my glasses because I've been crying all day. So a little story time because I've never done a story time. So I went to work today and I got fired because of TikTok. I saw on Friday some girl from a different location that I don't even know viewed my profile because in my office I did my due diligence, whatever that word is, and I blocked everyone just in case because I know there's people out there that love to see you doing bad in your life. But I guess she found me. She doesn't have my phone number. She doesn't know my username, my last name. I really don't know how she found me, but as soon as I saw that she viewed my profile on Friday, I immediately blocked her. But I guess she saved my videos, sent it to the higher end in a different office, and they called me into the room today, told me to delete all my videos when I was on break. I wasn't on company time. I was doing like come with me on my break videos in my car, never showing where I work, the location, the name of where I work, nothing. All they said was due to HIPAA, we're firing you.
What's absolutely mind-blowing is most of these women are getting fired for posting TikToks, but they're completely pointless and provide little to no value to anyone watching them.
Well, a bad day in Walmart today. Let me show you what's going on. All refrigeration is down. So all of dairy is down. Here's our little beautiful yogurt wall. Absolutely nothing. Both dairy end caps completely empty. Ice cream freezer doors down. No ice cream for you. We have absolutely no produce on the chilled wall. And our whole back room dairy cooler. Yeah. All of this stuff has to be cleansed out and thrown away. So in other words, don't come to my Walmart to go shopping. Okay? Because you ain't gonna get...
I hope she didn't complain when she got fired because she was literally asking for it, recording all that stuff, talking about Walmart like that.
You're down if you started a job in January of 2024, and when you got said job at a mental health facility, you thought, wow, I really hit the job jackpot. Schedule is great. Boss, great. Co-workers, great. So you're minding your own business. Then about 4 days ago on a Tuesday, you're at work and you're on TikTok.
and you hear this sound on TikTok and you're like, wow, it's a worship song, okay? And you're like, wow, this song is beautiful. So you decide to make a TikTok about it. The TikTok basically says, you know, as an atheist, this song is beautiful. Like, it makes me want to dive into Jesus. Basically, that's what it says. The day after you're at work, it's your Friday. Also, mind you that the day that this is happening, Wednesday, the next day is your 1 year anniversary of starting this job, okay? So you're at work, minding your own business, doing your job, your day is going great. All of a sudden, at about 5 o'clock, one of your coworkers comes up to you and tells you that your boss wants to talk to you. So you're like, weird, what did I do now? You go into the office, you sit down, your boss looks you in the eye, proceeds to get right to the point and say that they are going to have to terminate you because of the TikTok video that you made. So you immediately start crying and freaking, and your boss proceeds to tell you that you have broken several safety laws and rules.
I'm not even sure how she has people that listen to her on social media, because that 90 seconds was very rough for me to get through.
Get fired, I'm pretty sure. I just checked my calendar and I have a sudden surprise meeting on my calendar, 15 minutes long, with just a person from HR I've never met before, and also my boss's boss. So, pretty sure I know what that means. I feel like I've always been like a really good worker. I always get my work done on time. I like go above and beyond, but I guess, I mean, I'm assuming they probably saw the video that I did last week.
Yeah, ma'am, that's exactly what it is. You should not be posting on social media about your job or anything to do with it. Now, this woman explains to us how she got fired from Allied Universal.
About the time I got fired from Allied Universal for posting videos on TikTok. So the last place I worked for Allied was in Charlotte at a Wells Fargo call center building. And I already had a lot of troubles with my manager and everything. Like, he was just doing the absolute most. And me and that manager kind of got cool. He saw like, hey, let me not her. And I go to whole shift. I'm making my videos like normal. I'm chilling. It's such a chill site. It's probably like 7:30. They called me to the office. They said, hey, Aisha, the manager want to speak to you. Mind y'all, I keep getting write-ups about my socks, write-ups. So I go to the office. It's the manager that I was fussing with, but then we got cool. And then the new manager that nobody likes. He's just he's one of them lame black dudes that got some power all of a sudden. Like, he was probably lame in school and lame all his life, and now he got some power and he trying to take advantage of it. That's what he reminded me of. And so I go in the office. He handed me a piece of paper. I said, what is this? He said, oh, nothing really. It's just an old write-up. I wanted you to sign it so you can acknowledge the fact that you've seen it and you da-da-da-da-da. Y'all, why once I signed the paper, he looked at it, made sure it was my right signature. He said, yeah, you're terminated. I said, what? So me signing that paper was my termination? Are you serious? I said, for what? He said, oh, we've been getting calls that you've been posting on TikTok and posting on social media wearing the Allied uniform. I said, sir, I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. He said, yeah, well, that's not illegal. He said, that's against company policy and you gotta go. Y'all, every time a company fired me for no reason, I get so pissed. I got so mad. I started cussing that man out. And this is why I'm ineligible for rehire with Allied Universal.
Yeah, and I truly don't know how that comes as a surprise, especially after what you did to them.
Hey guys, we're gonna go make slime on the floor, even though our boss told us not to because it's really unhygienic.
Don't do it. Clean the floor. That is disgusting. You both go. Fired today.
No, I need my job, please.
No, it's too dirty.
No, you don't understand. I
Messy.
need this job. I have no money. Please.
They literally knew they shouldn't have done that and decided to do it anyway, so they can't get mad at the results. Now finally, this woman has a meltdown after getting fired over a TikTok video.
So I literally just found out that my best friend is getting engaged tomorrow. Oh, sorry. One sec. My manager is slacking me. Okay, she can wait. Sorry. Yeah. So she's getting engaged to the love of her life. They've been together their entire lives. Sorry. My manager keeps slacking me. What does she want? Hey, stop making TikToks. I can see you in the room. Hey, Ann. You have to do your job and answer customer emails. Bet you can't see me now because I got a blanket over my head. I can outsmart you, Ann. So anyway, my friend has no idea. God, one sec. What is it? Gosh, you keep slacking me. We need to meet right now. I'm working. I had therapy. I was doing therapy under the blanket. Okay, and yeah, I'm fired.